Okay, we're back. Let's see if it works this time and see if we get this thing going. Come on, F1. Here we go. There we go. Much better.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right. Let's jump in and see how this goes. So far, the camera's working, the game's working, the audio is working, and Streamlabs is working. So we're doing okay so far. I like it. All right. I wonder if I should do a quick test just to see how it goes. Now, you know what? Let's just jump into breaking point. Let's do it. Hope it works. Okay. So let's see. Great for newcomers to the F1 series. Offers a balanced experience that is recommended for players comfortable with using fewer assists. Hard for those seeking a greater test of skill. Optimized for players using lower assist levels. Well, all right. Let's do hard. I think that's the way we're gonna have to go. All right. Let's look at the assists. We have off, 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 off. Manual, off, 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 off. Nope. Flashbacks, fine. Controls were good there. Rules and flags. Immersive. Yep, alright, good. Simulation settings. No. Flashbacks. Let's go with it. Surface is realistic. Race starts manual. Car damage is simulation. Let's see. Car damage allows you to specify the damage. Standard. When set to standard, all areas of the car will be able to be damaged. Tires will be damaged by wear only. Damage can be repaired at pit stops. Simulation. All areas of cars will be able to be damaged. The effects of damage upon the handling and performance of the car will be more pronounced. Tires that can be damaged by wear and by collisions with barriers and debris. And what else do we have? Audio settings. Other cars. Voice chat or cinematic onboard mix. Okay, that's fine. What else do we got? Broadcast driver. Now we'll go cinematic. Make more interesting. More in headphones. Do light engineering ducking. Worry about that. Quality is high. Push to talk. Oh, that's multiplayer. Not to worry about that. Formation lap parking sensor on. Cars to the starting grid position. Okay. Theme. Theme for streamer friendly and that will avoid copyright, so I got that. Session music. What's session music? On or off. The type of session music heard depends on which music type you have on. Alright, I don't need session music. No need for that. Okay, start.
Previously, in Breaking Point.
Aiden, please tell us, how does it feel to be on the verge of getting behind the wheel for your very first race?
I feel like a little kid. I look around and I'm surrounded by my heroes.
And tell me about Casper Ackerman. How is that relationship coming along?
It wasn't my fault.
Well, whose fault was it then?
He tried to stop them from signing you. Didn't want to play babysitter. We all feel sorry for you, mate. You never stood a chance with him.
I had a call this morning from Christian Horner. You're being watched.
You know what his problem is, don't you? Thinks you're getting too old.
You want respect, you give respect. That's how it works. How about you give me a little respect? How about you earn it first? I'm done.
You're what?
I'm retiring.
Why didn't it work out between you two?
He's on more money than me.
What? He didn't want me on the team.
Didn't I? And you thought I was past my best?
So none of this is true?
There's always gossip in the paddock. And ever since he's arrived, there's been one man at the center of it all. I want us to push for fourth. I want us to beat Butler. And I want that seat to go to you.
So Alfa Romeo potentially on track to really upset Alfa Tauri here. Butler's closing in on Ackerman. Down the inside he goes, and they've hit each other. Butler into the barrier, and that looks to be the end of the race for him. The Dutchman looks to be continuing at.
It's great to see him still in this fight, Crofty.
Nice.
What about Casper?
We let Aiden pass.
Let Aiden pass.
We did it.
We did it. Have you seen the crash yet?
Butler's okay?
Bruised ego, perhaps.
Nice. Alright. Way to go. Let's see where we're at here. I'll turn on the Toby 2 to see how that goes. Okay, let's advance.
What was it like
Oops.
bringing a brand new team to the F1 grid?
You know, the first time you see a car, your car, with your branding, your name on it, in an official race, alongside Ferrari, McLaren, Mercedes, that's what it's all about.
You make it sound like a dream come true.
If only.
When did you first get a sense of what was in store for Connor Sport?
2022 season, straight out of the box. The drivers were always going to clash. That was a calculated risk. But the car had problems.
We're midway through the Miami Grand Prix. It's been a cracking race so far, and it's all up for grabs.
Absolutely, Crofty. Some fantastic driving here today, especially, I have to say, from Aiden Jackson. I don't think I've ever seen the Connor Sport car being put through its paces quite like this.
This is a team, Connor Sport, that have got a lot to prove this season, but Jackson might just be the man to do it.
Oh, here we go. Alright.
Okay, Aiden, nice job so far. Let's try and bring that gap down to the car ahead if you can.
Copy that.
Alright, let's go get him. So is it Yuki? I think it's Yuki up ahead of us. Yeah. Almost had him there.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
Alright, let's go get him. There we go.
Okay, gap to the car ahead is 2.3 seconds.
Come on, let's go. Whew. Let's go. See if I can catch these guys ahead of us here. That's better. Not great, but better. Who's that behind me? Norris? Ricardo?
Our gap to the car in front is 4.0 seconds.
No. That's better. Almost out of the ERS. Gotta save that a little bit. Lap 9. I don't feel like the Toby hit track is really working at all. It's really not. Should try to turn it up. Maybe after this race. Let it go for now. No. 12.
Ahead is 4.1 seconds.
So wide. Oh. Butler
Okay,
behind
that's
me.
us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left.
Really not doing good through there. Whoa, what happened?
I'm losing power. Why am I losing power? Copy that. We see it. We're looking into it. Okay, I'm afraid you're going to have to retire the car, please, Aiden. Retire the car. You're joking! I'm sorry, Aiden. Pull over now, please. Pull over now. This is getting ridiculous.
And that's agonising for Jackson. Just a few laps left to go, and he's out of the Miami Grand Prix.
With
Well, that's no
every
fun.
race, the car looks like a constant problem for Connor Sport. It must be devastating for the drivers.
Confirmation as the car comes to a halt. The Connor Sports Aiden Jackson won't be seeing the checkered flag today, but it looks like his teammate will. Jackson's DNF put Devon Butler in a position where he might just be able to secure some points for Connor Sports.
Aiden's out. Yep, engine problem, I'm afraid.
Good job you got me.
All right, Devon, don't push it too hard. We cannot risk losing both cars here.
It's in the bag, mate.
All okay, Aiden?
Yeah, how's Devon doing?
Yeah, he's doing all right, mate. He looks like he's going to bring home some points for the team.
Good for him.
All right. That was a fun first go. Let's see what happens next year. On the camera if there's nothing interesting
If
happening.
it's not one thing, then it's another. Did you not see what happened out there today?
Aiden, I agree with you 100%. We are doing everything we can. I know the car is not perfect, but...
Andreo, it's every race. Do you know how I look losing easy points like this?
Knock, knock. Sounds like there's a right show going on in here. What am I missing?
Not now, Devon.
Aiden and I were just discussing issues with the car.
Again? I thought that was all in hand. I had no problems today. Smooth. You know what they say? A shoddy workman always blames his tools. mate. You can look at my setup data any time you want. I've told you that. It might help.
And I've told you before, it's not a setup issue. The problem is...
Jackson. That was the problem with the 2022 season. Ask anyone. I mean, at the end of 21, everyone thought Aiden was going to be signed by one of the big three. But, guess they couldn't reach an agreement, so we both signed for Connor Sport.
And do you think that affected Aiden?
That's no secret. Now, for that 22 season, Jackson was a nightmare.
Uh-oh. We seem to be having some attitude issues here. All right. See what we got going then. All right, reputation performance level 1. News, social, email. Okay, the first thing I want to do though is go and see if I can these okay, so we're not going to be able to do so we can't do Tobii eye tracking in the breaking point playthrough. Okay, that's fine. Oh, all right. Accept one.
Aiden, hey, I wanted to give you a heads up. Now look, the crew has shared the latest telemetry data with us.
Fine, but I don't think it will tell me anything I don't already know.
Just humor me, okay? I'd like you to go through it. Let me know if anything jumps out. I'm keen to iron out these problems as quickly as possible for you.
Sure thing. Thanks, Andrea.
No thanks needed. I've got your back, Aiden. Remember what I said when you joined the team. I won't let you down. Ackerman wouldn't let me hear the end of it.
Yeah, sounds like Casper. You know he told me the same, right? It's just tricky, what with the car and Devon poking his nose in any chance he gets.
There is a lot going on for sure, but we're a team. We'll get there. I'll have a word with Devon. Tell him to give you some space, both on and off the track, okay?
Alrighty.
Yeah, alright. Good luck with that.
Okay, let's go ahead and check the news. Uphill struggles. As we know, a newcomer will always face an uphill struggle. Okay, great. From rivals to comrades. Right, we're on the same team. And while Butler's junior and senior may be the one's currently making headlines this season, Formula One is no stranger to a father and son. Two of the drivers on the grid are, of course, backed by their wealthy father. Not just Devon Butler at Connor Sport, but also Lance Stroll at Aston Martin, whose father Lawrence owns the team. Elsewhere, it's in the history books, rather than team meetings, where sons and fathers interact. Yeah, Mick Schumacher has followed his father Michael's illustrious footsteps in F1, while Nico Rosberg followed his father Kiki's all the way to the World Drivers' Championship. They joined Graham and Damon Hill as the only two pairs of father and son champions, though the beloved Gilles and Jacques Villanueva aren't far behind. He's finished as runner-up in '79, and Jacques went one better in '97. Okay. Miami's long road to F1. Okay, great. Alright, interesting. Social. To see new blood on the track, but you'd think they'd spend a little more time on R&D. Fair enough. That Rosanna Tennant. You see Boom. Connor Sport, more like Goner Sport. Nice. Rava, that Connor Sport car breaks down more often than mine. Grumpy old fan. Not good stuff so far. Mine's grumpy old fan, don't be so negative. Got to give them a chance. It's their first season, a new set of regs. Rome wasn't built in a day. Pinnacle Motorsport checks was completely robbed again. Nice. Tommy T999. Ah, look at that. Ferrari's leading, huh? Devon Heaven. Butler's the only thing keeping Connor Sport together. Alright. Ah, David Coulthard. Superb maiden race for Miami. And Davidson's going to be interesting to see what tweaks they make after the track's maiden voyage in Miami. Okay. Emails. Moving forward. Alright, great. Champagne is nothing short of remarkable. Now let's get some serious points. Shall the over capable of my deep screwed to all. David Off Butler, Chief Executive Officer. Ah, this is Dad, huh? Alright. Okay. Let's go to next chapter. Weeks later, Canada. Oh, okay, let's see what's going on here. The boss. Department events, performance, reputation, bonus
hey, boss,
objectives.
Couple of minutes.
This being their home circuit, Stroll and Latifi have been all over local media this weekend. One particular outlet appeared bent on using our recent struggles to pump up the expectations of their home drivers. They indicated that Connor Sport were easy fodder for the Canadian pair and that our drivers shouldn't put up much competition. This will affect the bonus objective in the price. Fodder. Show them who's fodder. Do we want to ignore it or do we want to be confident? We just ignore them, right? I'm going to do better than Latifi. I'm going to be confident. Devin was on a popular streamer's channel earlier this week and promised a behind-the-scene tour of our factory for next Thursday. This clashes with our scheduled team building day for the engineers back at the factory. Normally, I would say we don't let Devin's flights of fancy interfere with our plans. That video has received a lot of views. The streamer has contacted us to confirm the tour. What course of action would you like to take? We'll have to reschedule the team building and let the tour go ahead. Can't put the toothpaste back in the tube now. Cancel the team building and let the tour go ahead, but Devin is getting in front of that camera and leading the tour. He promises, he delivers. Devin doesn't run this team, and if he thinks he does, the team building goes ahead. Cancel the tour. All right. What do we want? Sponsors, or do we want our people happy? All right, we'll go neutral. All right, let's see what the news is. Continuing car troubles at Connor Sport. Surprise then. Uh oh. Who is it? Devin, huh?
Andreo! Just going over those last-minute strategy changes you sent over.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to make it clear, whatever happens out there today, I get pit priority, yeah?
Well, we'll see how the race develops. If you need priority, you'll get it. But I can't go into the race with that on the table.
Look. We all know Jackson's not pulling his weight. Now, if you want the points, I need to make sure he's not going to get in my way. Do you get me?
Devin, we've talked about this. Give Aiden some space. It's not about you getting in the way of each other. It's about everyone pulling together, racing as a team.
Of course. Yeah, so, pit priority, yeah? All right, ciao.
Okay. CEO, principal. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Who is the man behind the team? And we got to sit down with the man that made all that a reality, the owner and principal of Connor Sport, Andre O'Connor. The first thing you notice when meeting Andre is an immediate passion for the sport, a real surprise considering that the Connor Sport brand initially established itself around the world of tennis. His love of F1 was the one thing that I shared with my father, so it was a logical step. He's nearly 90 now, and he's more excited than I am. Father and son dynamic seems to run through the very DNA of Connor Sport, especially when considering who their primary investor is. We asked if that had any bearing on the deals that must have gone into place to make the team a reality. Walls of champions, yep. Stroll and Latifi going for glory. Okay. Social. Alright, who cares? Emails. Asper. Just read the interview you did. Popped up out of nowhere onto my newsfeed. I know how you hate those things, but you're a natural. You even gave Antonio a mention. I'm sure he'd be delighted. How is the old man? Please send him my best. He's 90 now. I can't believe it. Time flies. As per our last chat, I'll also be sending you some more Mayer highlights later today. Keep an eye out for the little maneuver on lap 14. Can't teach that stuff. It's sublime. Look forward to catching up properly soon. And Zoe says hi. Best of luck in Canada, my friend Casper. Brief message to each and every member of our illustrious team. I just want to wish everyone the best of luck this weekend, but I know we won't need it. Andrea tells me we're making real progress, finding solutions that will mitigate the problems with the car, so I'm expecting very big things. I've already told the boys that if they don't bring home the points, there'll be trouble, so feel free to remind them any chance you get, especially Devin. Look forward to seeing you all in Hungary. I've heard it's nice this time of year. Be bold, fortune favors it. Booking confirmation. Andy, just wanted to send you a little reminder. We've booked Antonio's flight out to Japan business class as you requested. I put it in your diary, but wanted to check that you still want to meet him personally at the airport. Happy to send a car along with someone from the office if you can. Let me know when you have a second, Linda. And then weekly preview. And there's an attachment. When it comes to Canada, the main advice I'll give is that Ada and Devin is to remember that they can probably carry more speed into some of the corners than they expect, but they can't be too greedy with the cutting. Some of the curves here can be ruthless, so they need to make sure they show them respect and don't take too much. It won't take much to find the car scraping the side of the barrier. Okay, let's see. View attachment. Where's number 7? It's here. There we go. Look at that. Whoops. Drivers. Aiden is 15th. Great. And the circuit. Go 8. There we go. And then go back. All right. I'm not going to go to race. I'm going to end this here. I'm going to go check it out, see how the recording went. So this is OGeeper signing off. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon with Canadian Grand Prix with Connor Sport and Aiden Jackson. This is OGeepers signing off. Thanks for watching.